Welcome into today's Patriots Training Camp Practice Report, brought to you by Safety Insurance. Alex Barth, Scott Zolak. After the Patriots wrapped up their 5th training camp practice, first in full pads, the heat came forward. It's only getting hotter this week.
It's so fucking hot today.
Don't start folding yet. It's only going to get hotter.
Shit, I remember those days at camp. We're down at Bryant, and the two-a-days. We had real two-a-days, and had the thick champion T-shirts on. They were just soaked, and the pads got soaked. And the worst thing was, they didn't dry them out. The bullshit problem was we had the second practice, and we had to go out and put the heavy, stinky, smelly pads on. And the helmet, it was just awful. But, hey, they get taken care of a lot better now. Camp Cushy.
No more two-a-days here. They did have a 2-hour practice. This was probably their longest practice of the summer today. We'll start with Will Campbell. I think that's where everybody wants us to start, right? Had a rough start. Keon White put him on skates in a one-on-one, walked him right back. That was his only one-on-one, but then they come into 11s, and it was mostly run game today.
Right.
The few passes they did was play action off of that run stuff. Will Campbell looked really good, really, really good in the run game. Did also show up in pass pro on that play action. He stood up Keon White once. He stood up Kayvon Chase on once, who we'll get to. Folded Milton Williams in twice, setting the edge on that left side when they were trying to run outside of him. The one-on-one happened, but overall, I would say a good first day for Will Campbell.
And if it's going to be a jump year for Keon White, I got high hopes for him. He should have some days against Will Campbell where he looks good and wins those one-on-ones.
He gets paid, too. Like, he's a good player, too.
That's going to get Will Campbell ready to play is what that's going to do. I saw a couple of them from up here, and he was good in the run game, coming off the ball. That's sort of his forte, man. You look at the squatting records he had down at LSU, squatting over 600 pounds, doing that. Like, that's leg power, man. That's not about arm strength or arm length. And as long as he has good feet, good positioning, his arms are going to be fine.
What do you think of the offensive line as a whole today?
It looked okay. Not a lot of jumping the gun. There weren't a lot of penalties. I thought they looked pretty crisp for day number one. There were holes for the backs to actually run through. You didn't have holes a year ago.
No, well, I saw. It's funny. The last couple of years, the first day of pads, the takeaway is, what are they going to do, right? We've done this last 2 or 3 years. And today was, I would say the offense slightly won the day. It was a healthy back and forth. The first team offense won. Second team was the defense, and we can get to that. But the offense won. That left side dominated. Will Campbell, Jared Wilson, when he was over there, had some good blocks. He did have another botched snap with Drake May. So that's worth noting, because as they try to figure out where they're going to put him at center and left guard, some of that is, who do you want to take out of the lineup? Is it Garrett Bradbury? Is it Cole Strange? But also, he can't get the ball back to the quarterback. He can't play center.
If you can't snap the ball, you can't play center. That'll eliminate it, right? They won't put up with that. Like, they'll move on quickly if this continues. He need to have some clean periods with that, or else he'll never play center again here.
But it's something to keep an eye on. The running backs, we saw more Travion Henderson today.
He looked good at one-on-ones, running routes.
That speed's real. Yeah. That speed is real. And how can that? This is an offense that's lacked speed the last couple of years. They've had Pop Douglas. That's kind of it. You add Kyle Williams, who's still been quiet, but he's out there. You add Travion Henderson. How can that speed impact things offensively?
Well, I think it's getting these guys out in space, right? And that's where Josh is going to have to use that as a game of chess to say, I want to get him on a backer. I want to get him on a strong safety, meaning Henderson. Because the one-on-ones down here, strong safeties couldn't cover him. He was shaking, moving left and right. Just great no-look routes where he bangs it one way and he basically break the ankles of the coverage guy. That's James White type stuff. That's how White used to run his routes. Those little option routes, those shake and bake routes. So it's going to be up to Josh to get him in space. Ramondre is more of your downhill runner. He's between the tackles. He's having a good camp so far. But they're going to have a good 1-2 punch here. I like the fact they're going to have the ability to switch it to a third down back when they need to.
The other notable thing from the offense today, Jalen Polk back. Was on the field, looked like a full participant.
Last one on the field. Last one to get out on the field. But
he was out there, he caught a touchdown. He got in a little scrap with Craig Woodson, just kind of blocking, was playing to the whistle. I don't know. I felt, look, he's still got a ways to go, but I felt like I saw the urgency you'd want to see from a guy in that situation.
He's probably starting to feel the heat too, right? He's hearing it. People are talking about it. Can't make the club in a tub. And he can't afford to miss days. If you already missed 3, team moves on.
Right.
Roster spots move on. Keyshawn Booty keeps coming out here making plays practice after practice.
He had a nice catch.
Couple touchdowns. Beat Gonzalez in a one-on-one. Yeah. Down underneath. So the more Booty catches the ball and is more available, like that's bad for Polk.
You worried at all about Gonzalez?
Always worried about hammies, because those hammies don't go away. The problem is, do you rush it back? And if it's not a full tear, or if it's something slight, I think it's something slight, because he walked all the way over.
Off. He limped, but he
walked. Tore his hammy, like you're carting the guy off.
Right.
So I take it as a slight thing. And practice was halfway over.
Yeah.
So no use having him go out there and stand. They did the right thing, and they took him to the locker room.
Yeah, let him
Get the
ice
ice
up.
on it, yeah.
If he needs it, that's a guy that if he misses a day or two, you're not worried about. Right? That's a guy that his game is his game.
He might miss a day more than a day or two.
Right. But I would rather they not rush him back out
Right.
at this point.
Correct.
I don't need to see him.
Same until joints next
summer.
week. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, so we talked about the offensive line. Like, how do you separate in this setting? Well, did the offensive line have a good day or did the defensive line have a bad day? Because as I mentioned before, when they're running off that left side, and a lot of what Will Campbell and Jared Wilson did was against Milton Williams, who's a guy who wasn't bad against the run in Philly, just didn't really play the run in Philly. He's a rotational player, never played more than 48% of the snaps in a season, only was used as a pass rusher. He's going to play more here. He got paid more. He's going to play more here. He's going to play the run. Like, how much do you look at today of, great, Will Campbell looked good, he looks like he belongs, versus, well, here's this guy, Milton Williams, we're testing him in a new role, and it didn't look great early.
Well, I think they're going to know that inside, right? Because they're going to know if the plays were scripted or not. And when you see the practice schedule and you're servicing the offense, they have the plays listed for you. So you can pretty much remember the plays in your head defensively if you want to jump the gun or if you want to help them make it look good. So we don't know that. They're the only ones that know that. But I think you're really going to tell more tomorrow when you're going to put the ball downfield a little bit, have some blitz periods. That's where I want to watch Will Campbell. That's where I want to watch communication up front, regardless who's at center. Across the board, you got to find guys that have continuity and roll with those guys. Talked to Hunter Henry today. He's really good. That's a pro that understands it and gets it. He's excited about the offense. And Josh, same thing with Pop. We had Pop Douglas and Hunter Henry for our 2 interviews. Thought those guys were great today.
No, you made a good point about Campbell with, like, when they get in the true pass sets, right? When you're blocking a pocket and it's not play action, it's not roll out.
Vrabel talked about inside out.
That's going to be the next key for him. By the way, I will take 1 or 2 questions for Zoe in the YouTube chat if people want. But while people put questions in, anybody else stand out to you defensively? I thought rookie Joshua Farmer had a nice run stop.
It's number 30 defensive back. He's starting to get more reps. He's
DJ James, second-year corner,
James. And I've been slapping his head saying, keep making plays, number 30. Keep making plays. Knocked the ball down again today in coverage, so something to keep an eye on. He might play a lot in these preseason games.
Well, there's going to be an opportunity there because if Gonzalez is going to miss time, Carlton Davis has been in and out. He was out again today. Alex Austin's clearly that next guy up on the boundary. But after him, we saw more of Marcellus Dial today. DJ James got some run. I'd like to see Isaiah Bolden get some work there. That's a guy that they've had for a couple years. Hasn't gotten a ton of looks there. Can also
not good
return
if he's not
kicks.
repping, right?
Well, he can also return kicks. So it's like, let's see, can he do the depth thing and return kicks in that?
It's fucking hot, Barth. You got to get to these questions, man.
All right, real quick. What did you think of the run game between the tackles, not the outside?
I thought it was good. I thought it was
tackles.
really good because these guys were up to the backers, and what I like is it's like the old Ivan Fierce theory of, hey, we run the ball, we score every time. And so the second these guys are getting touched, they're not stopping. They're running through contact, running through arms, getting to the goal line, and the whole offense follows them down. I like that. Get guys in shape.
How early should people be here tomorrow to make sure they get a seat on the bleachers?
Bleachers? I'd say 9:30. 9:30 is good.
I feel like the hill was filling up before the bleachers today. I went down, I did the thing with Sarge today before practice.
How is Sarge?
Sarge is good. He's good.
He's feeling it, huh?
What's up?
He's feeling it. I hear the big announcements.
Oh, no, he was in his bag today.
Oh, boy.
He was in his bag. So as you guys were tuning in, thank you very much.
Does he have that area down there, Sarge's corner, or whatever the hell that is? That was?
What do you
sits
mean?
down, talks to a player. There's a
sort
of sectioned off area.
I don't think so. I thought you meant, like, remember how there was Brady's corner in the stadium?
Yeah.
Are there fans at training camp that have a Sarge's
corner? There's a little
corner?
sign at Jim. There used to be a sign for Sarge's yard.
I don't remember that.
Makes no sense.
I didn't see it, so
that's a dumb thing anyway. So.
Anyway, we'll have another one of these recaps tomorrow. If you missed any of the previous ones, Sports Hub YouTube page or Patriots Hub podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Again,
how'd you do with Lazar on Saturday?
Patriot
You guys got a lot of hits on
Practice
that, huh?
Report brought to you by Safety Insurance. It blew up.
Blew up?
Always does. We had a good one. Good one
That's
to
some
talk
shit.
about. A lot to talk about. Well, these have been blowing up, too. These have been doing good numbers.
Good.
Yeah, because you're promoting on the show, and people love to hear us fucking swear. So
there you go.
That adds it
fucking
up as well.
Tune in. Tell a friend
we'll be
to
back
fucking
tomorrow.
turn in.
In the meantime, 985sportshub.com. Myself, Matt Dolph. We'll have coverage of practice today. Any updates on Christian Gonzalez? Until the next one, for Scott Zolak, I'm Alex Barth. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Good fucking job, dude.